Imagine a craft that doesn't just traverse space but time itself. The TTLS-50M lenticular saucer is not science fiction, it's a radical leap in temporal mechanics and propulsion. Designed by Colonel James Edward Hartman, this 50-meter saucer introduces a new paradigm: controlled movement through time and space, all while keeping its occupants safe from the usual perils of high-speed travel. In this video, we'll journey through the science, the systems, and the operational logic that make the TTLS-50M the most advanced time travel concept ever proposed. Let's begin our exploration at the edge of the eternity line. TTLS-50M is more than a flying saucer, it's a platform for temporal displacement. Its core innovation lies in three laboratory-verified technologies: negative energy field stabilization, time crystal modulation, and zero-point energy harvesting. By skimming the theoretical eternity line, the saucer manipulates both gravitational and temporal vectors, allowing for seamless movement through time and space. This means the crew can leap centuries or millennia, all while experiencing minimal physical or perceptual disruption. The TTLS-50M stands alone, with no prior lineage, setting a new standard for aerospace and temporal engineering. The heart of the TTLS-50M is the negative energy field stabilizer. This subsystem is inspired by Casimir-like vacuum fluctuations, which allow for local spacetime contraction and shielding from external gravitational wells. In practical terms, it acts as a buffer against entropy accumulation during time displacement, ensuring the craft remains stable and safe as it moves through different temporal states. By creating a protective envelope, the stabilizer enables the saucer to decouple from planetary mass, making gravity a variable rather than a constant. Time crystal modulator is the temporal engine of the TTLS-50M, built on the foundation of lab-grown time crystals, which exhibit periodic structure in time. This device encodes and regulates time-state transitions. The modulator allows for reversible causality loops and temporal anchoring, meaning the saucer can move forward or backward in time, or even pause time locally. With its cryogenic containment and concentric ring amplifiers, the modulator is finely tuned to the needs of each mission, providing the flexibility to leap, drift, or anchor in time. Powering the entire TTLS-50M is the zero-point energy (ZPE) harvester core. This subsystem harvests quantum vacuum fluctuations, energy that exists even in the emptiest space. The ZPE harvester is self-sustaining once activated, providing clean, infinite energy to all onboard systems, including the temporal field modulator and inertial dampeners. Its multi-layered harvesting lattice and golden rod array maximize quantum resonance, ensuring the craft never runs out of power, no matter how far it travels in time. Central to the TTLS-50M's operation is the eternity line, a theoretical flat axis representing zero temporal curvature. By adjusting its position above or below this line, the saucer can manipulate both gravity and time. Above the eternity line, gravity is reduced, allowing for decoupling from planetary mass. Below it, gravity increases, which is useful for anchoring or rapid descent. By hovering at extremely fine angles, just plus or minus 0.0001 degrees from the eternity line, the craft can traverse vast distances and time periods with no inertial buildup, keeping the crew in perfect stasis. Maneuver through time and space, the TTLS-50M uses temporal vector thrusters. These thrusters adjust the saucer's angle relative to the eternity line, using feedback from the time crystal modulator. This allows for precise control over the craft's trajectory, whether it's making a short leap through time or a long drift across centuries. The thrusters are distributed around the saucer's base, ensuring omnidirectional control and smooth transitions between operational modes. Cavity nullification rings are embedded in the lower hull of the TTLS-50M. These concentric bands, powered by the negative energy field, modulate the local gravity field around the saucer. By adjusting the temporal angle, the rings can reduce or restore gravity as needed, allowing the craft to hover, descend, or anchor to a planetary surface. This subsystem is essential for smooth landings and takeoffs, as well as for maintaining crew comfort during time jumps. One of the biggest challenges in time travel is protecting the crew from time dilation and inertial shock. The TTLS-50M solves this with chrono-inertial dampeners, ringed modules that synchronize the internal stasis field to the external time curvature. These dampeners prevent crew agging, entropy spikes, and sudden shifts in inertia, ensuring that everyone on board remains safe and stable, no matter how extreme the temporal maneuvers. Quantum phase shields are the TTLS-50M's defense against entropy and external temporal disturbances. Layered between the hull and internal subsystems, these shields maintain the integrity of the craft's internal time, isolating it from chaotic influences outside. This is crucial for safe time travel, as it prevents paradoxes and ensures that the crew and systems remain unaffected by the shifting tides of causality. TTLS-50M's core subsystems, time crystal modulator, ZPE harvester core, and negative energy field stabilizer, are integrated in a triadic loop. The time crystals modulate the temporal state, the ZPE core powers all systems, and the negative energy field creates a safe spacetime envelope. This closed-loop system allows the saucer to skim the eternity line with precision, traverse time and space without inertial buildup, and maintain internal stasis and external stealth. Each subsystem in the TTLS-50M is strategically placed for optimal performance. The time crystal modulator is cryogenically housed near the starboard midline, interfacing with the chrono-inertial dampeners and temporal lens array. The ZPE harvester core sits at the center of the saucer's belly, radiating quantum energy upward. The negative energy field stabilizer is located portside, balancing the time crystal's modulation and feeding into the gravity nullification rings. This careful arrangement ensures seamless energy flow and system coordination. Temporal lens array forms the upper dome of the TTLS-50M. This subsystem is made up of a ring of phased time crystals, acting as a lens to focus or diffuse time curvature. By tuning the lens, the saucer can navigate complex temporal terrain, achieve stealth, and fine-tune its skimming along the eternity line. The lens array is essential for both navigation and for amplifying leap or drift modes. TTLS-50M operates in several distinct modes: skim mode for stealth and stasis near the eternity line, leap mode for short-range time jumps, drift mode for long-range temporal displacement, and anchor mode for locking to a fixed time coordinate. Each mode activates a unique combination of subsystems, allowing the saucer to adapt to any mission, whether it's a quick hop through hours or a journey across millennia. Safety is paramount in time travel. Before any leap or drift, temporal anchors must be engaged to lock the craft's position in time. Chrono-inertial dampeners are calibrated to the crew's physiology, preventing harmful effects from relativistic shifts. Quantum phase shields remain active during all transitions, ensuring the saucer is isolated from external entropy and paradox risks. These protocols guarantee that every mission is as safe as possible for both crew and craft. Prevent paradoxes and maintain temporal integrity, the TTLS-50M employs entropic modulation. Entropy valves regulate the flow of time, ensuring that paradox accumulation is avoided. This system works in tandem with the quantum phase shields, providing an extra layer of protection against the unpredictable effects of time travel. By carefully managing entropy, the saucer can safely observe or interact with any epoch. Navigation through time is handled by the chrononavigation AI. This advanced artificial intelligence predicts safe entry and exit points in temporal space, using quantum entanglement with fixed reference points. The AI interfaces with the time crystal modulator and quantum phase shields, displaying causality maps and entropy risk zones for the crew. Its predictive capabilities are essential for mission planning and real-time adjustments. Leap mode is designed for short-range time jumps, from seconds to hours. In this mode, the time crystal modulator inverts causality, the negative energy field stabilizer flips gravity, and the ZPE core provides an acceleration boost. Gravity is nullified during the leap, and the crew remains in stasis thanks to the dampeners. Visually, leap mode is marked by a green light crown and distortion along the infinity line, signaling the craft's rapid transition through time. Drift mode enables long-range temporal displacement, spanning centuries or millennia. The time crystal modulator harmonically skims the eternity line, while the temporal lens array tunes the curvature for smooth travel. The ZPE core sustains the field, and the crew remains in temporal stasis. Drift mode is characterized by a blue light halo and visible wave harmonics along the eternity line, allowing for observation without inertial buildup. Anchor mode locks the TTLS-50M to a fixed time coordinate, allowing for direct observation or interaction. The time crystal modulator enters stasis lock, gravity nullification rings deactivate, and chrono-inertial dampeners synchronize the internal field. This mode restores gravity for the crew and stabilizes time flow, making it ideal for scientific surveys or diplomatic missions. The visual cue is a red light base and stabilized orbit line. TTLS-50M's interior is divided into specialized zones. The upper deck houses the temporal command zone, with pilot controls, holographic overlays, and the chrononavigation AI station. The mid-deck contains cryogenic stasis chambers, direct access to the time crystal modulator, and engineering workstations. The lower deck is home to the ZPE harvester core, gravity controls, and emergency override panels. Transparent observation dome allows the crew to visually confirm temporal distortions and monitor the craft's position relative to the eternity line. Deployed at sea, the TTLS-50M activates its negative energy field stabilizer to reduce mass coupling with water. Gravity nullifiers pulse gently to resist tidal forces, and the quantum time oscillator synchronizes with wave harmonics for stable skimming. The crew remains in stasis, and navigation shifts to low-thrust vectoring. Time crystal tuning ensures minimal entropy bleed and a gravity pull reduced to just 12% of normal. Land, the gravity nullification rings modulate pull for hovering or touchdown, while chrono-inertial dampeners stabilize local time curvature. The ZPE core maintains steady output, and engineering workstations monitor terrain feedback. Manual override panels allow for precise thrust and mass tuning. The time crystal is tuned to perfect alignment, restoring gravity for safe interaction and disabling causality flips for crew safety. At high altitude, the temporal lens array fine-tunes the eternity line variance, while the negative energy field contracts the spacetime envelope. Dampeners nullify inertial pinch from rapid ascent, and the pilot interface engages vertical leap mode. The navigation AI tracks curvature distortion, and the time crystal oscillates just above the eternity line, reducing gravity to 4% of normal and stabilizing the entropy field. Space, the TTLS-50M enters full mixed mode operation. The time crystal modulator harmonizes for leap or drift, the ZPE core powers all systems without external input, and quantum phase shields isolate the saucer from cosmic entropy. The crew is fully engaged in stasis, and the Crone navigation AI manages drift protocols. The time crystal flips causality in picoseconds, gravity is nullified, and the saucer can traverse centuries or millennia with ease. To ensure safe temporal exploration, the TTLS-50M uses advanced entropy modulation and paradox shielding. By tuning to specific quantum states along the infinity, eternity, oscillation, and normal lines, the saucer can observe events like the Big Bang or retrace historical moments without risking paradox. Each line represents a different temporal curvature, with tailored subsystem activation and entropy management for every mission. Let's follow a mission to the Cretaceous extinction event. The TTLS-50M launches from a choppy ocean at dusk, activating gravity nullifiers, the negative energy stabilizer, and the quantum time oscillator. The time crystal is tuned just below the eternity line, and the entropy field is stabilized for leap initiation. The saucer glows orange at its core, with rim lights signaling readiness for temporal displacement. Saucer leaps to the Cretaceous period, passing through a swirling temporal curvature field. The time crystal modulator flips causality, the ZPE core surges, and quantum phase shields isolate the craft from entropy. The leap spans 65 million years in picosecond increments, with green concentric waves marking the saucer's mid-flip through time. Arriving in ancient volcanic terrain, the TTLS-50M enters drift mode. Crone inertial dampeners keep the crew in stasis, the temporal lens array tunes the curvature, and gravity nullifiers stabilize the hover. The time crystal oscillates gently, allowing for safe observation of dinosaurs and volcanic activity. The saucer floats above a stegosaurus with an active volcano in the background. For close observation, the TTLS-50M anchors near the impact crater that marked the end of the dinosaurs. Anchor mode aligns the time crystal to harmonic stasis, gravity rings enable touchdown, and entropy valves shield against paradox. The saucer's core glow intensifies as it stabilizes for safe, real-time observation of this pivotal event. TTLS-50M's operation is grounded in advanced mathematics and physics. Time crystal oscillation breaks time translation symmetry, allowing the system to oscillate in time without energy input. Zero-point energy harvesting extracts vacuum energy, while negative energy field stabilization enables spacetime contraction. The eternity line geometry models gravity as a function of temporal angle, and AI control logic synchronizes all subsystems for safe traversal. Inside the TTLS-50M, energy lines and force vectors orchestrate the flow of power and control. The time crystal oscillation line drives temporal oscillation, the ZPE pressure line powers all subsystems, and the negative energy antiforce line enables gravity nullification. AI sync lines radiate from the core, ensuring every subsystem is harmonized for mission success. These invisible pathways are the backbone of the saucer's temporal agility. TTLS-50M's three energy cores, time crystal, ZPE, and negative energy, vibrate in harmonic phase with the saucer's curvature. This synchronization ensures temporal stability, gravity modulation, and efficient leap or drift transitions. Each core's resonance is carefully tuned by the AI, adjusting amplitude and frequency to match the mission mode, whether it's a rapid leap or a long observational drift. Leap mode, all three cores spike in perfect resonance, enabling picosecond scale time displacement. The time crystal modulator initiates a causality flip, the ZPE core powers a harmonic surge, and the negative energy field stabilizer decouples mass from spacetime. This burst lasts just trillionths of a second, but it's enough to send the saucer leaping across time, with crew and systems shielded from all disruptive forces. During drift mode, the TTLS-50M maintains low-amplitude resonance across all cores for millennia-scale observation. The time crystal modulator preserves causality, the ZPE core sustains entropy shielding, and the negative energy field stabilizer modulates gravitational pull. This harmonic glide allows the saucer to drift through time without energy loss or risk of paradox, keeping the crew in perfect stasis. Anchor mode synchronizes all cores at 0 degrees temporal curvature, locking the saucer for direct interaction or observation. The time crystal modulator phase locks, the ZPE core stabilizes the field, and the negative energy field stabilizer reinstates gravity. This mode is ideal for survey missions, sample collection, or diplomatic contact, as it allows real-time engagement without temporal drift. Return from a temporal mission, the TTLS-50M executes a harmonic re-entry sequence. The time crystal decompresses, the ZPE core reallocates energy, and the negative energy field stabilizer delivers a final gravitic pulse. This process resynchronizes the saucer with local time, collapses the curvature field, and safely brings the crew back to their original timeline, ready for the next adventure. TTLS-50M features 5 operational time modes: leap, drift, anchor, return, and terminus. Each mode reconfigures the internal architecture, activating specific subsystems and adjusting harmonic patterns. From spontaneous vector leaps to absolute temporal anchoring, the saucer adapts seamlessly to any mission requirement, with visual cues like golden rings, sine waves, and harmonic planes marking each transition. Each time mode, leap, drift, anchor, return, and terminus, triggers a unique configuration of the TTLS-50M subsystems. Leap mode engages high-frequency flips and paradox shielding, drift mode maintains passive stasis, anchor mode restores gravity, return mode decompresses harmonics, and terminus mode locks to the infinity vector. This adaptability is what makes the Saucer a true multi-mission platform. TTLS-50M's internal architecture comes alive in full color depth. Leap mode features a bright orange ZPE core and radiant blue time crystal, drift mode glows with soft orange and yellow waveforms, anchor mode displays a green harmonic plane, and return mode is marked by a green re-entry glow. Each visual signature corresponds to a specific energy flow and subsystem configuration, making the Saucer's operations both beautiful and functional. Complete mission with the TTLS-50M unfolds in 6 panels. Leap mode initiates the journey, drift mode allows for temporal observation, anchor mode enables mission execution, return mode brings the crew home, and terminus mode provides an overview anchored to the infinity line. Each phase is marked by distinct subsystem overlays and curvature shifts, ensuring the mission is both safe and scientifically productive. Mission begins with leap mode. The time crystal modulator flips causality, the ZPE core surges and the leap vector is encoded. Paradox shielding is fully engaged, and the crew enters stasis lock. Concentric golden rings and an upward leap vector signal the start of the journey, with all systems operating at peak efficiency. Drift mode, the TTLS-50M glides through time, maintaining passive stasis and observation overlays. The temporal inertia field and entropy dampeners keep the crew safe, while the ZPE core provides steady output. Golden curvature waves undulate around the Saucer, marking the passage of centuries or millennia as the mission unfolds. Anchor mode is where the real work happens. The Saucer locks to a flat temporal horizon, gravity rings restore mass, and the ZPE core stabilizes the field. The crew can now interact with the environment, collect samples, or conduct surveys, all while the green harmonic plane ensures perfect temporal stability. As the mission concludes, return mode is activated. The time crystal decompresses, the ZPE core reallocates energy, and decompression dampeners absorb re-entry shock. The Saucer resynchronizes with local time, and the crew's stasis deactivates. A green arc and curvature collapse mark the safe return to the present. Finally, terminus mode provides a mission overview anchored to the infinity line. The time crystal modulator locks to the infinity vector, coherence dampeners prevent paradox drift, and the ZPE core glows with singularity energy. The crew observes the mission's outcome, with no further interaction, as the golden helix and curvature singularity mark the end of the temporal journey.